the master key for the peaceful progress in your life? Are you someone who is actually running behind money for all your life and suddenly realizing, man, I don't have peace in my life? Or are you someone who actually kind of wanted peace in your life but having no progress, no growth in your life? And what if I'm going to tell you, you can have peaceful progress in your life? In this video, I'm going to explain how exactly, why it happens and how exactly you can actually overcome that and have the peaceful progress in your life. But before we go deep into it, show you all. Hit it!
I really want to ask one question to you guys. We'll break down a step-by-step process on
Welcome back! You see, the biggest challenge I see with many of the people is they either choose progress or peace. And in fact, what happens is it comes right from your childhood conditioning. Parents keep saying, right? Most of the parents will always, allow you to focus on progress. And they say that you need to become a doctor or an engineer or probably some kind of a manager to progress in your life. And otherwise, once they come into a position where progress is not giving you any more experience in life, they go into peace. And they might even get lost into Himalayas and then feel that, man, there's no meaningful life other than having peace. But my question, in fact, I want you to challenge your mind today. Is it possible to have peaceful progress in your life? Because for me, people might see me as like, man, Rajesh, you traveled, so many countries, and then you are really going ahead and helping people, and you look very confident and you seem to have figured out life. But it was not always like this. For me, I started exactly with the same conditioning. It is not anyone's mistake or anything like that. Everybody over the generations have been given the conditioning saying that go towards progress or peace. There is nothing, no other direction. So I started kind of, I thought probably progress is life. How many of you know what I'm saying? Do you know, have you ever had an experience in your childhood or even now where people say, if you don't have money, you're not successful. If you don't have a positioning, or car, or house, you're not successful. Or is there anyone in your circle says that? Do let me know, because this is exactly where the conditioning gets more and more stronger. And this is exactly how I developed my life. I started running behind progress, and pretty much progress for me was money. And I started going into the materialistic things where I started really earning good money, and more money, and more materialistic things, cars, and going more and more and more. Somewhere I realized, man, yes, I am earning money, it's really good, but I had a little bit of confusion. I don't know how and why, but then I had a confusion. Then I realized there is peace required. And for some time, I went into Himalayas, and then I started exploring peace side, which was amazing. But then there was no progress. Basically, I was lost into one of these two. That is when I realized, what is this peaceful progress? I'm not completely happy that side or this side. Is there a better way to look into it? And then I thought, we're all people who likes to have simple steps, right? Then when I'm actually started doing this peaceful progress journey, there are only two things. This is like, first thing is the master key, which I'm going to share with you, because you moving away from the conditioning is not that easy. So I'm going to tell you only two things. In fact, only two simple words. Are you ready to really learn and implement in your life? Number one, it is only about replacing words, right? If you look into your life, let me ask you this question. Are you really kind of living predominantly in comparison with others, in comparison with other things, in comparison or competition with something else or somebody else? Look into your life. Ask this question. Is it not all the time, be it in the office or in the college or even within your family with siblings? Is comparison or competition is one of the most common thing that you have? Hey, he has this, I don't have it. Hey, this is something which I really want to have. I have a wonderful car. You don't say that, right? And especially you're saying you're looking for a bigger car. And hey, he got the promotion, I didn't get the promotion, I'm better than him. Can you see what is happening? Almost every single element of your life, you're predominantly comparing. How many of you know what I'm saying? If you know what is that one element that you predominantly has a pattern of comparing with others, once you know it, this is the key, right? Now take off this particular word in your life called competition or comparison and replace with inspiration. Now you must be thinking, oh, okay, what do you mean by inspiration, right? I'm telling you, you are in your own journey. You are your own hero. You are the only person who can guide your journey either towards the progress or towards the failure. There is no word called failure, but I'm still telling you, towards the failure means you are not meeting your expectations and keep repeating the frustration cycle. Now, how can you inspire? Now you must be asking, how can I, get the inspiration? What am I saying is, you comparing with somebody else is never ever going to really give you any result. Ask me why. It's very simple. They are in their own journey. You do not know, what they are going through. You cannot look into someone else's, highlights of the whole life compared to your current moment. Look into your life and look into the, hero moments of your life. Underline this, write it down. The inspiration is you. For you to have some kind of how to reach to that position, you can always draw inspiration from somebody else. But for the real inspiration, it's right here. You can actually tap here and feel the inspiration within you. There is no whatsoever person in the world who can be compared to you because you are as unique as yourself. Every single time your mind starts comparing, see, this is the problem. The mind is a problem which brought in all the memory right from your childhood and kept there. Take off. For some time, every single time your mind starts comparing with something else or someone else or some other material thing, start replacing with inspiration. I am my own inspiration. I am the person who is, bossing my journey, and I am the person who can put the guiding lights towards my success. Put these statements and then see what kind of solutions you get, right? And once you have the key, you opened it, the next door is most important thing. Because the progress brings in the chaos in your life. That's natural. Which means, literally, you're moving from one level of the video game to the next level of video game. It's going to be a little bit more challenging. Prepare yourself. But the second key, you replace your word called expectation with a word called appreciation. Never in the history, expectations have ever produced any result. Now that you are already in the zone of progress, you are going to be really growing every moment. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you moving into the next level of video game is a blessing because you're going to enhance your life experience. But how you want to do the journey is all in your hands. That's the second key that I'm talking about, is have a peaceful journey during the growth, during the progress. You moving to next level is something you need to appreciate. You having the life to really even experience the growth, you need to appreciate. And this is really, really important because you see many successful people, they reach up to the top of the rung of the ladder and they actually get into, suicide. How many of you know what I'm saying? They're there in Hollywood, they're there in Bollywood, they are in business, they are in many places where they reach up to one of the top in the world and then they suicide. Why? Because progress, they've done really exceedingly well. In terms of the peace, they are nowhere. This is exactly why you need to have both in your life. And these two things have really changed the way that I live my life. I wish every one of you a peaceful progress in your life, and do let me know how did it go once you implement these keys in your life. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give a like or maybe leave a comment on your thoughts, views, or maybe any questions you may have. But if you're tuned into the channel for the first time, remember to click that subscribe button and also ring the bell next to it, because we upload one video every single day for you in entrepreneurship, business, lifestyle, and also spirituality. I'll see you in the next video.